Welcome, beautiful soul. I am so glad that you're here. Today's new pattern is not only amazingly beautiful, but it has a wonderful meaning behind it. So I've been super hyped to show it to you, so let's go ahead and dive on in. This amazing piece is called Cestino, which means basket in Italian, and it was designed for you by Elizabeth Carr. First, I would love to point out the striking feature of this pattern, which is this gorgeous basket weave stitch. It repeats throughout the body of the shawl, really lending a sense of continuity and calm to the design. This interwoven pattern is a wonderful reminder for us that no matter how our life may be going, sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes all around, it can be really challenging to see the greater meaning behind things when our focus is so small and so finite. But when we zoom out and view our life as a whole, even with all the messy part, we can see that we are creating a beautiful work of art. So as you're stitching on this pattern, I hope you remember that everything happens for a reason and that you are currently forming part of your beautiful life. I did also want to point out that you can see that beautiful basket weave stitch also in our wandering shawl. And this one's really gorgeous because it's actually a rectangular shawl made in a single color of our Oasis fingering yarn. By the way, both of these patterns are excellent for the knitter who is just starting their knitting journey, as well as the seasoned pro, because it consists of a repeating design throughout the shawl that consists mostly of knits and purls. Another really beautiful aspect of this shawl is its triangular shape with proportions that are designed to wear nicely over your shoulders. It's a really flexible design that allows you to wrap this in multiple ways, giving you lots of styling options. And of course, we have to talk about these colors. So you know I love gradients, and you know I love stripes, and so to me this project is like a big, beautiful striped gradient. So I think it combines those so well, and I love how striking the colors look together. The yarn that we use to make this pattern is our Allure Fingering yarn. It's really popular because it's 100% Mulberry Silk. So it's luxurious, creamy, silken softness, and it just really feels like liquid gold caressing your hands. It has an amazing shine that you can see pairs really well with this basket weave stitch. The light just catches it, and those stitches really just pop right off your shawl. This yarn choice lends such a beautiful flow and a grace to the shawl. The kit that we chose to use for this design is called Quetzal Hues, and it's inspired by this cute little bird. I just love all the saturated earthy colors. And of course, you can check out all of the other Allure Fingering colors on our website as well. You can go and get the pattern and the yarn at expressionfiberarts.com, and while you're there, be sure to sign up for email and text updates for weekly free knit and crochet patterns. Now I'm going to show you how to make this shawl, and if you can work these rows, you can work the rest of the shawl because it just repeats the same concept. We're going to start by casting on 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And then for row 1, we're going to knit 2, slip 1 knitwise. So knit 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to slip this one like so, which is knitwise. For row 2, we're going to start with a purl 2, so bring your yarn to the front. Purl 1, purl 2, and then slip 1 purlwise, which means your needle tips are pointing. For row 3, we're going to start with a knit 1, and then make 1 knit. So we're going to make 1 right. So how we do that is you're going to take your left needle and you're going to insert it into this bar between your stitches from back to front, like so. And then you're going to knit into the front leg of that, and that'll help to twist it so you don't end up with a hole. And that is an increase. And then we're going to knit 1 and slip 1 knitwise. For row 4, we're going to start with a purl 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it says to slip 1 purlwise. So you want to take your yarn and move it to the back to do this, and you'll see why on the next row. For row 5, we're going to start with a purl 1, and you can see we have our yarn here in the front, so we're all set up to go. If we had left it in the back, it would have created a weird wrap around the edge of our shawl. So that's why we slip it the way we do on the previous row. So we're going to start with a purl 1, and then another make 1 knit. So again, find the bar between your stitches and insert your left needle from back to front. And then you're going to knit into the front of that, and that's another increase. Now we're going to knit 2, 1 and 2, and then slip 1 knitwise. For row 6, we're going to start with a purl 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again, go ahead and move your yarn to the back and slip that next stitch purlwise, like so. For row 7, we're going to start with purl 1, and then we're going to make 1 purl. So basically you take your left needle, find this bar again between your stitches and insert it from back to front, like so, and then you're going to purl into the front. And then yarn to the back and knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to slip 1 knitwise. For row 8, we're going to start with a purl 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then our next row we're starting with a knit stitch, so we can leave our yarn here and we're going to slip 1 purlwise. So I've worked up to row 20, and you can already see how we're starting to get that basket weave stitch popping out. And like I said, the pattern continues on in a similar way, so you have got this. So grab the pattern and the yarn at expressionfiberarts.com and have an amazing day. And remember that you are stitching together your beautiful life moment by moment. So I will see you next week with another new design. Bye!